go to this. Let's see if we're working today. What's the over under? I can go over here. Yeah, it says we're live. It says we've been live for a little bit. Welcome. You know what? I'm not as good at it. How about you take it
And I can
away?
hear us.
Yes, I think so. All right. Hey, Dark Brit, would you mind taking it away?
Okay then. How's it going, Nakama? Brit is back with a One Piece
That's what we need.
1180. As always, I'm joined by the Mad Lad, Samurai Drew. What it do with
What it
you?
do? Thank you for doing a nice intro there. Yes, it is doing pretty good. We have a great chapter, unspoiled, unlike last time. We are going to be looking through chapter 1180, Emu's Omen. That's going to be interesting. I wonder what the Omen is going to be. I'm sorry, I already looked at the chapter title, but I was just thinking about
Oh
that.
no, you're good. That's
You know,
we're in it now.
I know it just crazy that Emu has been defaced. Has been faced more than more I meant to say, and
It is a face off, if you will.
I know there's no way he's got to escape. This can't be the final conclusion here. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't think this is like in-game fight, but I think this does really signify that we are have like maybe two more arcs left of One Piece.
Oh
Like
my gosh.
this is big signifying that we are in Endgame. Of all the things that have happened, Roger and his backstory, seeing rocks, Emu making landfall is big. Um, we still have a lot of different storylines to wrap up. Hopefully, we'll get them, and it's not just a OBS, IBS, whatever you want to call it. Um, so let's. I'm very interested. But as far as the cover story or cover series or whatever you want to call it, reader request. Vegapunk modifying Zeus to rain candy instead of water by Honey Liquor.
Honey liquor. That's a
Um,
funny name.
right? Especially for such a request.
Oh no, what the
So,
heck?
of course, Chopper is digging it. Nami Schwan is there enjoying it. But yeah, Vegapunk just modifying Zeus to just now is raining candy. So, uh, and it's Vegapunk is back, and it's not like Lilith Vegapunk, but it's Stella Vegapunk.
Right,
But
right. Einstein
we've got
again.
17 pages.
Okay.
We were off last week. Wait, yeah, we were off. No, yeah, we were off last week, right? Am I
Yes.
tripping?
Yeah. No. No. You,
Yeah,
you are. You now you're
yeah. I
tripping
was
because
about
you
to
didn't
say.
know we were off last week, and I didn't respond to you
Yeah,
enough.
I'm
So.
just like, wait a second. I'm looking at my schedule. I was like, wait a second. We were off on. So this is the first of potentially three chapters we'll get. So this will take us throughout the end of the month. So I am excited for what we have with our super hot demon overlord Emu. Ready to jump in, Samurai?
Let's hit it.
You want me to take the first two? You got it.
No, you do the first two. That'd be great.
Okay, I'm jumping. He does that so he knows he can get the final two. Anyway,
Oops.
full 2 page spread. Okay, full 2 page spread. Emu, you have all of the backgrounds making noises, addressing him, them, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, dun dun, ooh, dun dun. And there's he's sitting on top of the spiral. Rah! And you have the land of the kings. I'm not really sure how I should read it, so I'll just go down.
Hmm.
Who is the king of this land? And you have, okay, so everyone notices him. So you have Haruden and Stanton's like, huh? And then he jumps down and he's like, who is, whoa, the king of this land? So fully standing up, polka dotted bodies with literally seeing this like these glyphs going down the left side of his face.
Right.
And then like these glyphs on the hands with these skulls, these horn skulls that are it's seemingly along the it doesn't I don't think that's the tail. I think that is just the I think Emu's has like this cloak and then there's like these like rips in the cloak, it looks like. And the demon heads are like along the strips in the rips of the demon cloak. From the looks of it. So yeah, who is the king of this land? And who do you think you are? This land has no king. And then he just picks up there's so many S names.
Oh right,
Bleh.
Summers.
Summers. Picks up Summers. Bop. Great one. Or no, I think Summers is just hanging out in someone's hands. And he looks over and notices that. So, Samurai Drew, it's up to you. That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, so
So,
so he teleports from this little pyramid to the center of the action. And one thing is answered. He's not as big as the giants. He's not as tall as the giants. So one thing that could
no.
have been done is that he could have been a giant himself, but he's not. He's like regular sized or a little
No.
tall. So that's
I'd
cool.
probably say, like, we're going to get, like, Whitebeard size, maybe.
Yeah, I would like it if he was kind of short, like Luffy. That'd be kind of fun. We haven't really gotten any short villains yet. Honestly, the
That is
shortest
fair.
crocodile is pretty tall. Like the shortest is like what? Who's the shortest villain? I can't even think of it. They've all been tall boys. Anyway, I'll think about that one later. That's what I'm saying. Crocodile might be the smallest, or Arlong or Buggy's the smallest. No
Buggy
man,
was definitely. Because Kuro was tall, too. Like, Kuro
that's
was
funny.
tall. So, yeah, Buggy was definitely the shortest.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Actually, no.
Yeah,
No. No.
who you got?
Wapple.
Oh yeah, perfect. Wupple's kind of big, but he was wide, so he wasn't as tall. Yeah.
Yeah, like, he's, like, big, but he's, like, yeah,
We're
Wapple.
gonna have to look up Wapple's height in a minute, but anyway. Okay. All right. So now we got Gerd, and she's got both of Summer's pieces, and she's like, and Snick Shack. Oh shit! And
Whoa!
her fingers get cut off. The hell? And he goes, "What art thou doing, Summers? Huh?
Just the tips.
Oh my god, that is actually insane. Her fingertips are falling off, and Zoro is like, it's Zoro and Hair Luke. Oh my god, what? No, Hair Luke. What the hell am I talking about? Harold. Oh my god, what is his name? I can't even think of it. Anyway, they go, oh hey, what the fuck? And the scene erupts. Gah! Gerd's fingers! You bastard! Duran, duran, as all the psychotic music is going on in the background. How gruesome! Who is that guy? And Chopper's like absolutely freaking out, doing his freaked out eyes. Yeah, that is insanity about those fingers. I'm wondering, is that permanent? No, we'll be able to fix that, right? I don't know. We'll
I
see.
don't think so.
Oh,
I think Gerd's fingers are gone.
yeah, yeah. Oh, and then I was okay. Anyway, next page. Holy crap! I'm gonna zoom in. Zoro stands up,
Oh!
and we can see that. Okay, all right. Emu is very tall, so he's like, whatever. He's Kaido tall. Okay, it looks like, and it's like a sick ass image right here. And Summers grabs the beating heart and he goes, "Whew, I got it." So before we move, I'm thinking like I'm hoping that if Zoro gives Emu a slice, let's see if Zoro's awesome Kings Conquers hockey can do any damage, just to see like can we touch this guy? I want to see like if Zoro's gonna be our guinea pig here. We'll see. Are you in the Knights of God too? And he's like really getting in. He's really getting incensed right now.
Zoro is the first to stand off
Yeah, just like
against Emu.
Hody.
Sanji fans are in dismay.
No,
It
wait a
feels
minute.
good.
Wait a minute. Guess who just won the
It
popularity poll? The worldwide popularity poll for the first time over
what?
Luffy and Zoro.
Who?
Sanji got number one in the latest popularity poll.
So wait, is it started already?
Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah. Wait. Let me look it up again
Because the
for you.
world popularity poll should be kicking off here pretty soon.
What? Then what did I see?
Well, One Piece 2026 World
You're right. I mean, well,
Popular.
where do you see like who? Maybe he's winning right now. Maybe that's what I was saying. Oh, great. Never mind. All right, I'm shutting up. Sanji went back down to number
Current vote
two.
count.
Oh, but hey,
I honestly didn't even know this was going on.
In America,
So,
we Sanji's number one though.
so this started what March 4th, and it will go until
Central and South America, the Middle East, and North America, and Oceania all have Sanji as number one. I think Sanji actually might win this. I think I wasn't BSing.
we will definitely have to
Luffy
go
is only
through
number one in
and
Asia, and Zoro is only number one in Japan, while Sanji is number one in 4 different countries. Let's go. Let's go. Oh wait, I had this up in the wrong thing. Oops. But here, let's see. Boom. So Oceania, North America, Middle East. My Middle Easterners, they know what's up. Okay,
to
okay.
top 5 by region. Oh man, this is just so. This is so nostalgic for. I want to say 2021. Is 5 years ago is when that was.
Mhm. Oh, look at Zoro's number three, way behind Sanji in North America, way behind.
That's pretty crazy. North America, Sanji's number one. Is that's yeah. Africa, Uta, really. So this is. I have not seen any of this yet, so I am very glad that I got to vote at least once. My first cast was for Mary. I'll start voting moving forward.
I'm on the
Do my
Sanji
voting
plane.
every
I
day.
want Sanji to win now. Brilliant.
So much fun.
Okay. All right. You ready to get back to it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then
Thank you for telling me this is open, by the way.
yeah. Well, I wasn't liking the Sanji hate because I had to defend my guy here. Um, either
Still,
way,
hey, he hasn't scored off against Emo. Doesn't matter.
right. So Hiruden goes. Either way, he's an enemy, and he comes in ready for a big punch. And the other giants, they're yelling, "Hey, stay back, Hiruden!" And then we have one mean emu face right here in the corner. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I thought I was.
Yeah, I think all of the damage that's about to happen is quite quote unquote legitimate. Going to be like it's going to be a wild massacre. So real quick, we got Love One Piece Forever saying hi. Sanji, Sanji's second goat. Yes, Sanji is the second goat. Zoro's the first goat. I will let Sanji be the second goat. Zoro first goat. But yeah,
No,
love
nice.
One
Thank
Piece
you.
Forever. 8203. Thanks for stopping by.
Yo.
We are. It is my turn. So I am going to jump over and see what horrible thing happens to Haruden in 3, 2, 1. We don't know what we can do. Stanton's leg just gets cut off, and Haruden, it just goes. I don't nothing. Haruden's just like, huh? Stanson's leg just goes slice, oh, and he's just like you can see the pain.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Stanson! Shouts Hiruden. And you see Chopper's like, stay away from him. I'm sorry, Stanson. Who is that? And that would be Dory.
Oh my god.
That was wild. So Stanson just lost his leg. So, and again, all of this is just like permanent damage. So, leg is gone. Emu's just slicing, and we get a good back shot of Emu. So it does look like the three bands are just going around them,
Right.
and then
And
they have the tail.
yeah, and I think I was right about my little cloud last time.
Yeah, the cloud is like directly around
Because I was saying that
the
looks
weapon.
just like the the awakened devil, the awakened zone user thing. Anyway, okay. Are you on to page 7 yet? I forgot if you went on yet.
Yep, I'm going on to page 7 and 3, 2, 1. King of the Hell, sword serpent, purgatory. Zoro's coming up, and the tail stops him. Onigiri. Omen. And Zoro's coming into it, and there's like a little fire, and then Zoro's right there, and then it says ching. So I'm very interested in what's about
Oh
to happen to
boy.
Zoro's face.
Oh no!
So,
Please, please.
Samurai, it's up to you.
I know he has his goggles on. He has to be okay. All right, we'll see. And he Emu blasts Zoro in the face, a direct hit, and it looks like a gun, like a little like flick gun, and we can see the blood coming out, and we also see Chopper. Chopper, I love Chopper's reactions to all this because you know that Chopper and Zoro are like tight, and so he's just freaking, and we get another sinister emu face, but then we see that Hired is coming around the corner with this. This is a great look how well this is drawn. The knee
That's
muscles, the
insane.
knee. Look at that line in the middle of that knee muscle. That is so good. We look up his draws, and it just is sick. We can see the muscles and the veins of his arms, and it's like a little darkened. And again, we see Emu with all his little fun things that he has on him, and then he does another little
Oh,
thing
that's
with his
funny.
finger, and it makes like a little demon come out, and Hiredon's like looking like, oh, this went past my guard. I did not see this coming. And okay, you ready for the next page? Or you got anything to say?
Well, I think the next page is me.
No, 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 8 and 9. So
Wait,
I
no.
got the next one. That was page 8, and then I got page 9. You got the last two.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Um.
I it went back for some reason.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay, and then
Holy hell!
jeez, we got a giant explosion. At least it didn't get anything cut off. We know that people, survive explosions, except for the one time I lose $100. But
It
anyway,
looks like Emu shot. Yeah, it looks like that thing blew up. The little demon guy blew
yeah,
up.
it reminds me of Perona's ghost thing, where the ghost would like blow them up from like the bomb ghost. Anyway, so now Hiredon, and yeah, the explosion has Conqueror's hockey. It has like these black flames, and we see yeah, Hiredon got his butt kicked, and so we zoom back to Zoro. He put all of his swords away. All of his swords are back in his handle, on back in their sheath, and he's stamping out his wound right now. He's going, damn it, and we can see some black stuff. It might be blood. It might be just like the black, you know, flames. I don't know what it is. About to zoom in later. Oh, okay, and then right here. What are these black flames? And Then Emu makes another halo of these flames and circles it around Summers, and then Summers goes, "Ah, yes, an omen." Okay, so these things are called omens, and if I'm right, then that means that Luffy has one of these too. He has the white omen. Okay. Really quick, can we look up the definition of an omen?
Sure.
A phenomenon, event, or sign believed to foretell the future, often signaling impending change, warnings, or fortune. Hmm. So not quite clear on the connection there, but it might. But also, ohms has to do with like electricity and stuff. But I don't think that's what this is. But I think omen, like like this is more up the alley here. So anyway, all right. Well, that's all I got to say. On to you.
All right. Heading on to page 10 in three. Actually, real quick.
Yeah.
Uh, Love One Piece Forever 8203. Thanks for your other chats. Zoro knows Luffy first. I will acknowledge that, but there is still time. Just saying.
hmm
Just saying.
And if there's any
All right.
doubt, Sanji's number one on the screen right here. We can see it for the whole world. So let's see what
Yeah,
Sanji does
yeah,
next
I will
chapter.
live with that. All right. Sanji's number one on that. He is Zoro's number one in this. Let's go.
Dang it!
Three, two,
You're right. You're right. You're
one.
right.
Um, make haste, Summers. There is little time. Yeah, yes, great one. So Emu is standing above Summer, Summer kneeling down, and then just took off, jumped. They both
Hmm?
took off and jumped somewhere. And then as they left, all of the stuff turned back to normal. Shoom. Zoro, get inside. Gather everyone else. Gather up the injured and the knocked out kids.
Oh, he's leaving.
Says Chopper. So yeah, Zoro is still alive,
Right.
but interesting. But all right, so and then it ends with say Chief Yarul just being like a dot dot dot. So that is pretty straightforward. Everyone else get inside, and the knocked out kids get yeah. And that, so I'm gonna go over. Oh, those are beautiful wings. Warning to all of Elbath. Some kind of being greater than the Night of God has landed on the island. Be on guard. And you have now Emu has wings,
Right.
as well as the whole halo with eyes thing in their weapon in the tail. So that's very interesting. What's here now? You mean it's not over? So yeah, we're cutting to
The
all the
One Piece
giants really
community.
having to interact. Keep your weapons on you. We've had enough of the fires and collapses. So I wonder if like there's like a trail of all of the things coming to life as Emu's flying over. So it's like it comes to life and then it like goes back to dormant. Some kind of funny thing like that.
Oh my. Oh my. All right, back to me.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, now we get Emu. Oh, okay, okay. We're back to the block of ice where Gunko is, and okay, this is giving me Okay, I'm gonna search it up while I'm talking about it. Naruto. Who's that guy that can make those little explosions? Explosion
From the clay.
clay, yeah, explosion clay. Explosion clay. Deidara, here we go. Yeah, this reminds me of that one scene where Deidara is like circling uh, um, Sasuke, and like deciding what to do and all that. So here anyway, that just reminded me of that. So now we see the dark, cloud getting bigger and bigger, and like and then condensing, and then a little zoom in a Gunko, and then it shoots out. Okay, and so now we got the nuke, and we see a nice little flyby where Emu's flying by, and then we get another giant explosion. It's probably bigger than the one Hiruden got. Um, and so we're going now. We'll see if that's the trick. Maybe that's what
Well,
will lift the
It's
curse.
interesting because Loki originally said that the only thing that can unfreeze it would be
Him.
Ratatotsker or Ragnar. Sorry, Ragnar.
Mm,
So
we'll
if
see.
Emu can't unlock her, unfreeze her, is that like a big win for Ratatotsker that Emu can't unthaw it, de-ice it, de-ice it. Let's go with de-ice it.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna assume no. This has to be the magic. That's the rule, and that has to be it. I would love it if Emu couldn't figure it out. So we'll see. We'll see.
Should we make that a poll?
Yeah,
We haven't
yeah,
done a
yeah. We
poll
haven't
in a
done a poll in
while.
a while. Yeah, let's do that. I want to get the Deidara image that I was thinking of. Yep, there it is.
Do you know how? Can you manage the poll, or do you want me to jump in real
Oh
quick?
yeah, yeah. Can you do it on your end? I think we can do it. Yeah, yeah. That's actually a great use of both of our services here.
Both of our services.
But oh, and while you're doing that, I can go on to page 13. And no, and I don't have the chats up. Is there any chats going on? Anyway, okay.
Um,
Oh yeah, sorry.
Nothing. Yet.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, I on to page 13 for me. Team Gabon by the lift in the Sun World. Okay. And what's going on? Even at God Valley, I've never felt hockey like this. Oh, right, because the Emu wasn't even unleashed at God Valley. And anyway, so now and then we go to Walrus School, and we see that the fires are going crazy still. And dang, that's a really dense image because I can't even see what the hell's going on. Um, and then okay, now this I can. You chart it. Beggars can't be choosers. It's better than being frozen. Oh, I see. So we're kind of burning the food, and now stockpile your energy. I think we've got a real monster on the island now. I think ho ho hot. And Kiri's like hot hot jump jump. And so yeah, they're all getting ready for round two right now. They'll come and do their best in a minute. So Oda's showing that yeah they're gonna be able to get we're starting back from 100% Luffy 100% Loki here. So
That
this is
is
gonna be a
fair.
good battle. This is gonna be a good battle. Hey, what's happening? I don't know, but the hockey is tremendous. It's an ally of the Knights of God. If it's an ally of the Knights of God, and then I'm sure he's going to say something very interesting in the next panel, but that's up to you.
There we go. Start a poll. What did we want to ask for the poll? Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Let's too busy.
we're probably going to find out. But is Emu's explosion going to work against the ice block, or is there anything else that can undo that besides? No, I just thought of. Remember in Dressrosa, that one guy that was really mad at Garp because Garp messed up his horn. Because remember that one ice sheet that was like unbroken.
Yeah, Don Chinja. No,
Yeah, yeah, was it Don Chinchao?
Don Chinjo.
Yeah, remember that ice thing? What happens if that's the same magic? That'd be fun. Anyway,
Just drop that. Now I'm gonna jump out because I don't want to mess with anything Samurai's got going.
yeah.
So, all right, go ahead and vote to anyone who thinks that Emu actually can unthaw Gunko,
Yeah, we'll see.
which
We'll
I'm
see.
not necessarily sure. I'm
All
not
right.
necessarily sure about.
Okay. Yep. All right. Well, you're up on page 14 whenever you're ready.
Okay. Open it up. Going on to page 14 in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I have Nami getting closer. Uh, you have Frankie turning to look over. Then you have Jinbei. Then they might be after, huh? And then you have Great One, and he's just being released. Thank you for the omen. Hey, who's that? So I'm guessing Emu is giving out good omens and bad omens. That's kind of what's happening. So there he
Right.
can dictate who gets a good omen and who gets a bad omen, which is pretty interesting. So Sanji's like, "Hey, who's that?" And then all of a sudden, Emu makes landfall. He's dangerous, Sanji. Oh, looks like
Yeah.
Sanji fans are gonna get one in. And again, that's
We're
probably why he's trending #1. He probably did something today. They've been upvoting him. That's been going crazy. So
that being said,
let's see here. Any thoughts before I go on to the next page?
no, no, just that man.
All pretty
I don't know if
straightforward.
I love how big Emu. I think I wish Emu was a little smaller, but that's fine. That is fine. I'll still take it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go on in 3, 2, and 1. It looks like there we go. Who said you could release him? And Sanji comes in, kicks Emu's foot. Pretty. I mean, Emu's pretty big, and
He got a hit. First one to get a hit on Emu.
he got it. Looks like he got a hit, and then and Emu comes colliding back around with his foot and catches and is about to catch Sanji on the back end. So doesn't look like we're gonna get
He's about to get
the
launched.
results of the poll today. So it'll be interesting to see what the results say.
But that is Operation Flying Sanji right there. I think he's about to get launched to the moon.
Fly me to the moon.
Sanji to the moon. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
let's end it. Go. It's your turn to end it, Samurai.
Okay, here we go. Oh, jeez, never mind. Just yeah, I didn't. I thought he was gonna. I thought he hit him. I didn't realize he exploded him. Yeah, what the heck?
Good omens
Sanji,
and bad omens, man.
bro. And yeah, so three big explosions in this chapter. Um, and what are these black flames? Hey, what do you want with Elbaf? And so we got Jinpei looking at these, and then we have a big foot coming down, and oh, here we go. Here's some great lines. So Emu says, "I search for the killer of my faithful servant Harold, who was slain here 14 years past. He was not your servant. Harold was my father, the king of Elbaf." And so
Oh
that's interesting.
man,
That is interesting that Emu is like, "Hey, you killed my," So he has kind of like a vendetta for that murder, which
he's
is
trying to make it sound like he's in the right here.
right. So that's interesting. All right, anything for that one?
No,
All
no,
right.
not at all.
Last one. Okay, so now we got the Oda loves drawing Loki from this angle here. Well, there's only one angle to draw him from,
Ha 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 ha.
but we got like the lightning crashing down from from his power, and he says, "And I'm the man you're looking for." And Emu retorts with, "I see. All this trouble would be avoided if not for thee. Here in the real world." Oh, okay, okay. And so then Loki comes back with, "Here in the real world, you deal with me and Elbath. Remember that, clown." And so we got a smoker looking face right there, and so the
I'm
battle
very
is
interested in
on.
Emu's color scheme now that he says clown.
Oh right.
I'm very interested in what Emu's color scheme is about to be. So I think that is the perfect time for us to pivot and
Oh
a
yeah.
toast into a sip and discuss a toast for kicking butt. Um, so that was a very straightforward chapter. Emu has arrived. What are your thoughts? Do you think that all the damage done to Hyruden and everyone is permanent or no?
Well, it will be if they can't get those limbs on fast enough. You know, like if they can like Chopper can reattach, right? It happened with Law. Doflamingo chopped off his arm, but also a lot of
I
stuff is
guess.
happening at once, and a chopped off finger might not be as important as getting the Straw Hats back and running. So there might be a sacrifice being made here. And if it's a foot, the peg leg, he's got to leave the foot off. The peg leg is what's up. Okay, so that what I forget what his name is, but he
Let's
needs to leave that
Stanson.
leg off. Don't mind it. Uh, in fact,
That's
I
the
think I'd
guy
rather
that
have the
was
finger sewed
released
back on.
at in the slave auction by the by
Oh right, right.
uh
He has
yeah,
Rayleigh's.
he's the one who Rayleigh released.
Yes, yes. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so it's I do think that that is permanent. Leave your thoughts in the chat below, and we can actually make that the next question. Um, for those who just stopped by, go ahead and vote if you think that is Emu's explosion enough to unthaw Gunko. In the next minute, I'm going to go ahead and close that out, and we are just going to ask: do we think is this damage permanent? I think it is. Samurai, you want to start making your thoughts either for either way?
Okay. So, well, like I said, it's a little bit of both, and I I'm leaning towards permanent. I'm leaning towards we're gonna need everyone. We're gonna need some other heals going on, and it might be that these guys are just gonna have to live with it. So tough cookies. But like Frankie was saying to Usopp and Brooke, you know, there could be some upgrades. We could get a cannon foot. We could get like little fingers that have little knives in them or something. So there could be some upgrades here, and the I'm most excited definitely for I guess the peg leg, but for real, it would be cool if Usopp got some kind of aiming or not aiming system, but like some kind of shooting system where he could like shoot some awesome gun from his body, or like even like pretending to shoot or like having the slingshot thing in his hand. Like how cool would that be? Like he does it like that. Anyway, my camera froze at my action. But what are you working on now? I see you're typing away.
I'm typing out the next
Oh, poll.
per, per minute.
No, that's fine.
Per
I'll
minute.
keep going. Oh yeah, this is the part where I can go on to Twitter and see what everyone's tweeting about over here.
Oh yeah, what's the trends going?
Okay, well, one thing is really funny. Do you know about the meme where like you're writing and then like the page is like on fire? You know, it's pretty cool. So, oh, XSU, who has the awesome meme of the rapper who's like writing with the page on fire, is going One Piece 1180. Emu crushes the crew, and then the next chapter Emu versus Loki, and the next chapter Emu versus Luffy and and the crew, and he's predicting in 3 chapters we're gonna get 6 gear. That this emu fight right here is gonna unleash the last gear. I'm kind of hoping. I don't know what I'm hoping for, but my car has 6 gears. I have and that's because it's a sports car, So I'm thinking that there is a sixth gear, but I just don't know. Is he gonna turn black? That'd be insane.
Well, it's more like, is this the time it would pop? Because when was Gear Fifth? Was that 2022, 2020?
Oh, here I'll look it up.
It was in the last 5 years.
Yeah. So, but are you saying we're ready for another one?
I I just don't know if it'd be this soon. I think it'd be like right towards the end, like that climactic fight.
I'm trying to see
But
some other stuff. King of Hell. Oh yeah, people are like making fun of that. You know, they just could not even touch him.
oh, Zoro just gets blasted in the face. I'm very interested in like what the damage from that strike to Zoro's face is ultimately going to do. So I'm very interested in that. Who knows? Is this what opens Zoro's eye and we get the Sharingan?
Oh, that would be sweet. No break
I
next week too, so we'll see in a week.
super trolling.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm very so yeah. No break next week. Any predictions? Because it seems like pretty straightforward chapter. Everyone just gets bodied.
Yeah, but the prediction really is about that Gear Six. I think that's exciting. What did you get to say what you think Luffy's Gear Six could be?
If Luffy was to get a next gear, uh, what
Let me go look it up.
I don't know. It would have to be something outside of Gear Fifth to where he's just moving super fast, or because right now he can like mold reality
Right.
in Gear Fifth. Like, so it's kind of like, where can you go from there?
Oh,
So
time
it has
space
to be some type
manipulation,
of
stretching time.
maybe possibly. Sorry, I'm not a time traveler person, but
Mm.
sir, stretching time.
Well, I think that
Well,
Harry
let's
Potter
see
like
what
Dumbledore makes a lot more sense if you think that he has a time turner because like it's like he's just like trying to make everything happen like so that it would make that 1%, you know, that off chance by 1% thing to happen, you know, but he like keeps on time
hmm.
turnering it to make it happen. That's how I think. That's how I believe Dumbledore does all that stuff. But anyway, I don't know.
I could get down for that.
But not
But
very
I think
not
at least in this next chapter, because again, build up and break. Um, so I think this next chapter, we're at least going to see more people getting bodied. So I think that's kind of where the whole Loki and Ratatouille getting bodied. But I think in the last chapter before the break, we are going to see um, Gunko is still frozen, and then to Samurai's point, um, Luffy squares up with Emu. So I think this is going to be a decent fight. Emu gets a better hands. Luffy comes in and then wins. But yeah, that's. It seems like they have the they've gotten the upper hand, if you will, because you now have Summers with an omen, a good omen possibly from a devil, which is interesting,
right.
and how they phrase that. And then you would also have the uh, the bad omens, which literally blew up Hyruden and just pounded Zoro in the face. So there's that reality there.
Oh, you know
So
what?
other than that,
People in the anime are picking out that Luffy's eyes have a five. spike thing with like a blank spot in his eyes, like for the missing gear. Like there's five of them, and then it's like a little bit like blank right there. Dude, Nika eyes. Um, yeah. Anyway, so I know that we were talking about
One
something
would say
else,
there's
but
an omen in his eyes.
ooh, an omen in his eyes. I like that.
Yeah, his eyes are giving an omen.
Omen. No,
But
not
that
like
was pretty straightforward.
One Piece.
Um,
Anyway.
Basically, Emu is just showing off the power of Emu, and no one's really comparing. Zoro and Sanji stood up to the pipe, and both got dropped. Sanji got blown up as well by an Emu kick. So that is also very interesting on how Emu kick works. Um, Now that we get Emu's face reveal, do you think Emu is gonna just pop up in the poll, the world popularity poll?
I don't think this has to do with it. I think it has to do with the live action. I think people like Taz. I think people are like, oh, Taz, this guy. I think it's because of live action. Because honestly,
No, I'm saying, do you think
oh,
Emu is going to be in the world popularity
oh,
poll?
I missed the emu part. Sorry about that. Yeah, every character is. Every character is in the world popularity poll, but I don't think he's gonna be in the top. Whose favorite character is
I
emu?
don't know. Like, if they like all of a sudden put Emu as a character that you can vote for, like today,
Right.
because now that they're officially released as a full-fledged individual, or maybe not, because this could be just their powers form, their fruits form. And I don't want to say devil fruits form because this is the fruit of the devil. So this could be the form of their fruit, while their actual person's form is like some little kid, which I'm guessing that's what the person's actual character looks like, because this is definitely their power.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts? Do we want to talk about the popularity poll, or
Yeah, well, I'm on it right
think
now,
we're good?
but it's such a good looking website. By the way, they did a really good job with this. But I had to vote for my guy, so let's see, Emu. Let's see if Emu comes up. Yep, there's Emu. Emu looks like that. Who would vote for that strange character, huh?
That is so interesting that Emu is a character that you can now vote for. So I'm very interested in seeing, like, if Emu is going to start popping up as we get more of Emu just like dipping, going up against people. But
All right, man.
I
That's all
think
I
that
got.
is a good spot
Yep.
to wrap up. We will be back next week, more or less at the 11 o'clock time frame. That is on me. Had some stuff going on today
I
where I
like it.
wasn't able to jump on this morning, but thanks, Samurai Drew,
Yeah.
for doing me a solid.
No problemo. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Run it back.
But do you want me to wrap it up, Samurai
Yeah,
Drew?
do it. Yeah, do it for me. Do it for me, because I'm gonna press a bunch of them.
All right.
Uh,
Well, you press the button. I will go ahead and say thank you all for joining me. And as always, Nakama, stay reckless, warlords.
Peace.
And always remember, anime is adulting. Peace.
Not too bad. Actually, 21 people came. That's kind of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I